I mean, sucking the devil out of my knuckles. I have never seen a baby suck so much. She has got my thumb and she is not letting go. Look at her, she wants it. She's gnawing my knuckles. I mean, completely. I'm gonna have a hickey on my knuckle. Hey everybody, welcome back to Grandberry Sense. Today we're gonna talk about the tooth fairy. The tooth fairy is one of those old European in history. That's how it got started. Somewhere in Europe, somebody decided that when a baby lost their teeth, there needed to be something special come along, and a tooth fairy was invented. Back when I was a baby, Momo, Pete, and Pawpaw were the keepers of the tooth fairy in my world. And I hope that whenever Gaines grows up, the tooth fairy, when she loses a tooth, will also know to knock on Grandberry's door. Back when I was a little girl, the going rate for a lost tooth was as little as 25 cents from the tooth fairy, and sometimes tooth fairy, bless her heart, she didn't even leave a dime, but she would just leave a good wish. When Cullen and Annie and Brittany and Rachel were all babies, and as they grew and lost their teeth, the tooth fairy would always give them $1 for every tooth that they lost. You know, I know that the going rate in 2015 is a little something something, but I heard the other day that somebody was even giving $5 for a molar. My goodness, that's out of the... That's a lot of money. That tooth fairy is mighty special. I guess inflation is caught up, right? But at least gas prices are lower. For any tooth that's lost in the United States, the going rate, this is true story, is $3.70. So, you know, at least make average. Come on, folks. When Cullen and Annie and Brittany and Rachel were all babies, one of the things you have to be careful about is how you make sure that the tooth fairy knows that there's a tooth under the pillow. You don't want just a random tooth laying up under the pillow. So one of the things that we used to do, of course, unlike when I was a child, which was just lay it under the pillow, and sometimes, unfortunately, that tooth kind of got taken up by the tooth fairy, and I didn't even know that the tooth fairy came. There was always a baggie. I put everything in a baggie when Cullen was just a baby, and of course, things have kind of advanced now to the golden pillow and the little bitty, like, treasure chest boxes and all sorts of neat places to leave the tooth. As tooth fairies have evolved over the years, tooth fairies now expect glitz and glamour. Now, tooth fairies have advanced to such a level that they leave dollar bills with glitter all over them, and they leave beautiful, elaborate little messages or possibly receipts for the children. It's kind of like Elf on the Shelf. You gotta step up the game if you're a tooth fairy. What I want you to do for me this week is tell me what your tooth fairies have left for your children as they've lost their baby teeth. Did they visit and leave something very, very good? Or were they just like me and leave a baggie? Thank you so much for joining Grandberry Sense tonight. It's been lots of fun talking and reminiscing about tooth fairies coming into the house, and it's a special time when your babies lose their teeth. Hit that like button and see you later, alligator.
1, 2, 1, 2, and all I want is you. 1, 2, 1, 2, and all I need is you. And oh, and oh, and only you. And oh,